In this video, I do something that no one else has ever done in Minecraft. Well, not at least when I started recording this, but I will be beating Minecraft starting on the recently found Pack.PNG seed, the seed that took over 8 months to find and is now known as one of the greatest achievements in Minecraft history. How easy will this challenge be? Keep watching till the end of the video to find out. Also, according to YouTube statistics, 100% of you are male. Bruh. I have no idea what that has to do with the video, but if you're part of that 100% and you enjoy all of my videos, feel free to subscribe. Anyways, let's get on with this epic, unique challenge. So here we are, the famous Pack.PNG's mountain in all of its glory. Obviously for this to work, I've had to convert the seed to the earliest beatable version of Minecraft, which is 1.0, so sorry if all the textures and environment look terrible. By the way, as you can probably tell, I'm not commentating live. If you want to know why, I've explained that in the description, but for the meantime, I promise this video will be just as entertaining as usual. Anyways, obviously the first thing I gotta do in any world is get wood, and then get some stone to make some tools by making a small hole in the side of the mountain that we all know and love, so I did exactly that. Once I had the basics, I decided to explore around a bit and head to the back of the mountain, and yeah, there was a dungeon there. Who would have thought that there'd be a dungeon hiding somewhere in the Pack.PNG image after all this time? Too bad didn't have anything good though. After that though, I went ahead and broke Minecraft's #1 rule by mining down to get some iron and coal. I ended up finding a cave on my journey to bedrock, and I may have died a little inside after this encounter with a creeper. I also found another dungeon which actually had some useful stuff, and after a bit more exploring around the cave, I decided to head back up to the surface to set up camp. Obviously, I had to make a classic OG mountainside base. Alright, so now that it was daytime and I'd settled into my new home, I figured the next step would be to find some diamonds and a lava pool to get myself to the nether. Pretty ambitious at this stage if you ask me, but hey, I want to get this challenge done as quickly as I can. The caves I was in at the time didn't lead to anything great, so I resorted to the classic tactic of strip mining at Y11. You hear that? That sounds like water to me, and potentially a lava pool. And what do you know, it was exactly those two things. And as I say, good things come in three, because after clearing out a bit of the roof above the lava, I struck diamond. 6 of them to be exact. Straight away, I chucked down a crafting table and made a diamond pick, gathering the 10 obsidian I needed to progress to the next part of the challenge, the nether. Now this is where things get challenging. Minecraft nether terrain generation back in the day is in a sense pretty similar to 1.16. If you didn't find a nether fortress off spawn, you could be looking for a very, very long time. Knowing my chances and after gearing up to the best of my ability, I hopped into the portal expecting the worst, only to be greeted by one of the best nether spawns possible, a nether fortress right next to my portal. After a bit of searching around, I found the blaze spawner down a corridor and set up my safe, foolproof contraption to farm all the blaze rods I needed. After only 5 minutes of grinding, I had everything I needed and headed back home. 12 blaze rods is probably overkill, but whatever, I wanted to be as safe and definite as possible. Now that I had those essentials though, I spent the next few nights farming up some spiders to get enough string to make a bed, since there were no sheep spawning nearby. I think there was a mob spawning issue in general in the Pack.PNG chunks, because not a single passive mob appeared after 10 in-game days. Anyways, I eventually got what I wanted and put the finishing touch in my house, getting a well-deserved rest after the hard work I'd put into this challenge so far. Once morning came, I did something that I didn't originally want to do in this video, and that was venture outside the original seeds chunks. The only reason I did this was because I was getting very low on food, and to be honest, rotten flesh just wasn't cutting it, so I decided to murder some cows, and I mean a lot of cows. Now that I had enough food, I went home, got some more coal to cook it up, and prepared myself for what was going to be the most frustrating grind of this challenge, finding ender pearls. You see, when the end was added in 1.0, killing endermen was the only way to get ender pearls. There was no villager trading, there was no piglin trading, there was no specific biomes endermen spawned in to help farm them quicker. All you could do was go to an open area and wait for them to spawn, and even then they didn't drop half the time. But that's the exact method I had to take, and boy was it painful. Here's a montage of every single enderman I killed, with a tally kept on the screen so you know how badly I got screwed over by drop rates. Yeah, safe to say I'm never doing that again. I'm not exaggerating when I say this, but that took 3 hours. A lot of that was me waiting for nighttime to come around and spending that extra time mining coal, iron and beef, but eventually I did get enough ender pearls, 15 to be exact. Oh yeah, I also stole some mossy stone from the dungeon and renovated my house. What you think? Pretty epic, eh? Yeah! Enough of that though, it's time to put our minds to the end goal, because by this point I finally had everything I needed to leave this beautiful mountain behind and beat the game. So after organising my inventory as efficiently as possible, I closed my doors one last time and figured out which way I had to travel. It was pretty much straight out over the ocean, so I shut down my boat and began the journey. Deep into the night, I threw my last ender eye I needed to tell me I was directly above the stronghold. I wasted no time and mined a bit safer this time until I found the structure I wanted. By pure luck, I dug straight into the portal room, so I chucked down a bed to set my spawn point there. Then, I filled in the end portal, put all my belongings in a chest, and farmed up tons of snowballs. My plan here was to go into the fight with just some blocks and snowballs to take out the end crystals first, and then take on the dragon with all my gear. I was just a bit worried that I'd get knocked straight into the void with all my armor and tools, and yeah, that aged well. Pushing through the pain, I had another go at my plan, this time keeping a close eye on the dragon. Too bad it just wall hacked and flew straight through the ground though, so dumb. Third time round though, I made it to the island and began knocking off the towers. After that, all I had to do was defeat the ender dragon and I would have completed the challenge. This is a pretty epic fight, so please sit back, relax and enjoy the finale to this video. There we have it. I beat Minecraft on the Pack.PNG seed using the earliest beatable version of Minecraft possible. This is a pretty fun challenge, so if you want to see more Minecraft challenges like this, let me know down below and leave your suggestions. Also, leave a like on the video if you haven't already, because that'd be greatly appreciated by me and the YouTube algorithms. Obviously, I gotta shout out the mad lads who found the seed to make this video possible. Big respect to them. All the links and stuff will be down in the description. With that though, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.